So today I actually got rejected by a girl in my class, and honestly, it felt incredible, bro. And not because she said no, but because like for once I really felt like I took the step and put myself out there, and man, that feeling was just so rewarding. Okay, let me give you guys the full rundown so you guys know why I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay, so for context, I'm taking this chemistry lecture, right? And there's this really pretty girl who's kind of sits near me, but not in the vicinity to where I could make a conversation naturally, right? I would obviously need to go out of my way to have any chance of communicating with this girl. And so as the semester has gone along, I'm looking and waiting for an opportunity to be able to have a meaningful conversation with this chick, okay? And it just as it came. I mean, the semester's been about 2 months-ish, 3 months now, and I haven't had a real meaningful conversation with her. Of course, we said things like in passing, like small conversations, but nothing really impactful enough to where I could continue the conversation and, secure the phone number, right? And, like I said, in those small conversations, she really seemed genuine. She seemed sweet. And of course, I'm making a million assumptions, right? Because you can only gauge somebody's character so much in a short 2-3 minute interaction, right? But she seemed really genuine. And, she was somebody that I would be interested in pursuing with. And so, like I said before, as the semester has kind of dragged on, I'm waiting for an opportunity to be able to talk to her and form like a meaningful relationship, right? Or at least attempt to. And in the back of my mind, I'm kind of noticing that this opportunity is most likely not going to happen naturally. This is a lecture, after all, right? So it's not like we're really getting around and talking to each other. It's more or less just taking notes and following along with the instructor. And so, with the idea in my head, I now realize that I need to be the one to go up to her and start this conversation, right? But that's so much easier said than done. Because in your head, you can play this conversation a million times, right? But when you're really there and you see the person that you're interested in, it's so difficult to work up the courage to say something, right? Because the fear of rejection is so loud in your ears. And so week after week, Friday comes, I don't say anything to her, I go home, I'm just fucking disappointed in myself, right? But no, this week, I decided this was going to be the week. We have like 2 more weeks left in this semester, and I said, you know what? Friday is going to be the day I am finally going to talk to her. So boom, Thursday night, which was yesterday night for me, I'm like putting on a fit, you know what I mean? I'm shaving, I'm really doing the most, honestly. I'm doing the most. I'm trying to mentally prepare for tomorrow because, tomorrow's fucking it's go time, right? Tomorrow's the time that I'm going to shoot my shot like I'm fucking Devin Booker in this bitch. And I'm not going to lie, like, part of me felt like I was going to fumble, right? Part of me felt like it's going to be the same shit as last week where you go home Friday just disappointed you didn't shoot your shot. But, man, that feeling of just disappointment with yourself by not taking that risk, like, man, that shit, like, ate at me for the entire weekend. So I really couldn't let that shit happen again, right? I really could not let that shit happen. So, boom, class ends, right? We're done taking the exam, and she walks out, and I swear, like, I'm in the back of the class, but dude, like, holy shit, she's fucking booking it, bro. She's booking it. My one homie who sits next to me, he's trolling, right? I told him, I was like, yo, I'm running an ISO on this girl after this class, like, let me move, like let me get out here quick. This motherfucker, like, starts blocking me in with his chair and shit. I'm like, dog, move, bro, move. So I push past him like he's a fucking offensive lineman, like, get off me, right? I start damn near chasing after this girl. Like, dude, when I say that she was, like, beaming out of there, I swear she was hitting, like, a 40-yard dash, man. Like, 40-yard dash out the classroom, up the stairs, right? And so I'm following her up the stairs. I catch up. She's holding the door because she's, like, walking out of the complex. And so I act like I'm walking out, and I'm like, hey, like, excuse me? And her, like, still holding the door for me. She's like, yeah, like, what's up? And, I try to be so smooth, but, bro, the adrenaline rush that I was having, like, I'm such a bitch, too, bro, because, like, at the end of the day, it's such, like, a minuscule, like, event, right? Like, there's no real repercussions to anything that happens in this conversation. But, just the adrenaline of the fear of being rejected is just so loud, and I pressed on, of course. I pressed on, and, I was being a soldier. And I was like, hey, like, what's your name? And she was like, oh, like, my name's fucking, I don't know, we'll say Ella. My name's Ella. And so, I'm like, oh, like, nice to meet you, Ella. Like, my name is Jacob. It's good to officially, like, meet you and have a conversation. And I was like, I would just be so angry with myself because I know the semester's ending if I didn't, try to, like, get your phone number. And this right here, like the stadium pulse, bro. I swear I was like about to shit myself at this point, right? I fucking put up the tray ball from half court. I'm shooting a fucking 3-pointer like prime Luka Doncic in this bitch, man. I'm shooting from fucking logo tray. You feel me? But bro, like I see her face get super super red. Okay, she's Asian by the way, so it's like, I mean, not saying anything racist. Her face gets red, and and I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh fuck, like it's now or never, bro. Like this is like what the moment has been building up to. And she goes, I'm sorry, like, I'm really sorry. I have a boyfriend. I'm like, fuck, bro, fuck. And so at this point, it's kind of hard to remember anything past this point, right? Because, you know, your brain is in like fight or flight now. Like you're like, oh my god, I just got rejected. Fuck, what do I say? So I'm like, oh, like, you know, that's okay. Like, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And she's like, yeah, it was. And I turn around, right? I'm walking away. And she's like, yeah, you know, it was really nice to meet you, Jacob. And bro, what the fuck am I supposed to say to that? I just keep walking. Like, okay, thinking back, I should have been more respectful, and been like, yeah, it was really nice to meet you too. But it's just utter heartbreak, like fight or flight. So fuck it, bro. I was out of there. So I link up with my friend from the class, right? He had stayed back a second to let me run my 1v1 ISO. And so I link back up with him, and, you know, I give him the results of, you know, she has a boyfriend. And dude, his reaction is so funny. He starts like punching the wall. He's like throwing shit. He's like, fuck. Like, you think he just got his fucking heart broken, bro. So funny. So W mans for that. But yeah, man. So yeah, that you know, that's a fucking real rejection. And, you know, initially I felt, you know, upset. Sort of. I kind of felt like, damn, you know what I mean? I just wasted a lot of energy preparing for this. And, you know, I didn't get the outcome I wanted, of course. But, you know, after taking a breather and just walking with my friend, I really got this weird ass feeling, like super weird. And it was weird because I had this sense of like accomplishment, right? And that's awkward because it's like, you got rejected. Why do I feel like content? Like, why am I in a good mood, right? And, you know, I realized it's because I know that in my head now, I don't need to go back home and be filled with regret that I didn't try. You know what I mean? Like, I actively tried. I put myself out there, and man, I got rejected, but fuck, it feels so good. Like, bro, that's such a weird sentence, right? Like, what do you mean it feels good to be rejected? But it just feels like a weight is off my shoulders now. You know what I mean? Like, I was able to put my nerves aside, which is such a big thing for me. I put my nerves aside, and I really went for it. And regardless of the outcome, I know that I went for it, and that's something to hold my head up for, right? And I think there's a bigger picture and a bigger message here, right? Because people think confidence comes first. And honestly, that's not true, man. I feel like confidence comes after you do something. Like, I was so unconfident to go up to this girl and approach her, right? I was so unconfident, but I did it. And so goofy. But afterwards, man, like, I just started throwing up bullshit up to the rim. We were walking back to the apartments after class, and bro, I seen this girl across the street. I just held my phone up with the fucking quick ad shit from Snapchat. And she walked over and started like, it was like, yeah, like, I'll give you my snap, and like, dog, like, what? But unfortunately, I did ask, you know, like, what year she was at college, and she said a freshman, so I promptly took my phone back and walked away. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I would have never done some shit like that if I didn't go up to this girl originally and get rejected. But yeah, man, that's my story. Obviously, we didn't get the outcome we wanted today on the field, but it's all right. You know what I mean? We got to keep shooting our shot, and, you know, doing this experience and getting rejected, and just knowing that at the end of the day, I'm still back in my house with my cat. I'm still making a YouTube video. Like, man, I feel a lot more confident. I feel like I'm able to really shoot my shot with anybody right now. So, yo, fellas, if you got a girl, keep her away from me, bro. Keep her away from me. I'm going to shoot my fucking shot. You feel me? But yeah, fellas, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I know you guys have probably dealt with similar things. I hope so, at least. Please comment your story. I'm super, super interested to hear what you guys got to say. I hope this video gives you guys a little bit of insight into the mind of a fucking bum chud who gets rejected by females. I'm playing. But yeah, guys, leave a like on the video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to me yap. Goodbye. Mwah.